It's December 2020 in Stockholm, Sweden. It's the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we're both tired of spending every waking hour in front of the computer, working from home. In an attempt to break out of the hamster wheel, we decided that we're going to challenge ourselves to sleep outside for at least one night every month for at least a year. And that's exactly what we did. From January to December, in 2021, we hiked and camped our way through all 4 seasons. With my camera, I also documented the whole thing, making a video of every hike. Throughout the year, we realized that this is probably something that we will keep doing. It'll become a lifestyle. That is, until Wonton came along.
In May of 2022, a little Tamaskan puppy named Wonton joined our little family. Due to the challenges of raising a crazy baby dog, camping had to take a break. Keeping our apartment built out of concrete, studs, and drywall from being dismantled was enough of a challenge in itself. Doing the same in a tent made of ultralight fabric seemed like mission impossible. By the end of the summer, we decided we would finally bring him on his first camping trip. It was definitely a challenge to manage him in an environment full of distractions, but it felt like a step in the right direction. We were getting back to living our life. The next month, we did it again. This time, he didn't even make any new holes in the inner tent. Things were going really well.
Or so we thought. Shortly thereafter, Wonton broke his toe. Because of his long legs and long pointy snout, he had to wear a very big cone of shame in order to prevent him from messing with the bandage. A giant cone is not compatible with hiking and camping. And immediately after his toe healed, we also moved to a new apartment. As everyone who has packed their entire lives into boxes and then unpacked them elsewhere knows, this becomes your entire life for a while. Come December, life wasn't really much easier. Wonton was now a big and strong puppy, but his puppy brains hadn't quite caught up. Life at home was still a challenge, but at least we were starting to get some help from dog trainers to improve the situation. With that bit of boost to our confidence, we decided to go out again. With high hopes, we rented a car and headed for a spot we knew well. It was a complete disaster. On the way, in the car, Wonton was carsick and threw up several times. When we finally got to camp and it was time to go to bed, he refused to stay inside and kept pawing at the inner tent, leaving big holes in the bug net. We eventually gave up and Tien slept outside with him. When we woke up, we skipped breakfast and just rushed back home. The mood in the car was terrible. Was this what life would be like from now on? Our favorite hobby made impossible? All of our life just dedicated to managing this dog?
But just like our 12 months of camping in 2021 saved us from being stuck at home, why not see if the same approach could teach our crazy little puppy how life works when you're out on trail? So we decided to do it again. At least one night of sleeping outside every month, but this time with Wonton by our side. In the beginning, he still refused to sleep in the tent. Unfazed by the freezing cold, he preferred to sleep outside on his little sleeping pad, hitched to a tree, watching out for the potential dangers in the woods. But on one summer night when it was raining as we went to bed, sleeping in the tent suddenly seemed like a pretty good idea. Seeing a glimmer of hope on the horizon, we followed our dog trainer's guide and trained the place command at home a lot. This helped Wonton gradually understand what was expected of him, and after that rainy summer night, he slept inside the tent every single time without protest, no matter the weather. He became the sweetest little tent buddy.
He started learning that it's okay to enjoy himself when we're hiking and he's on the long leash. But when we get to camp, it is time to rest and relax. Given how much energy he spends on trail, This actually seems to suit him perfectly fine. And while it's not his favorite thing in the world, he has started doing his part in carrying the load, with his now signature red backpack. Taking Wonton on our adventures throughout these 12 months has let us all bond together through so many experiences. Watching him enjoy the ice and the snow in the winter,
exploring the Stockholm archipelago together, making new hiking friends,
going to northern Sweden to hike the mountains together, chilling by the fire,
going to sleep and waking up together, watching the sunrise and the sunset,
going for a swim,
and an endless buffet of sticks in the woods.
Together, we have hiked through freezing cold and hot summer days,
through pouring rain and gently falling snow,
close to home and far away,
through winter,
spring,
summer,
and fall.
So many steps on so many trails.
So many nights at so many campsites.
And so much Wonton. Here's to making even more memories out in the wild together.